Hey everyone, just a quick update on the status of the Mattel Jurassic World Legacy Collection Spinosaurus, which in the US was a Target exclusive. Depending on how active you are on social media, you likely noticed in recent months how Save the Spino was a thing, generally targeted, no pun intended, at pestering Target into reordering the Spinosaurus. For those who don't know, the Spinosaurus appeared online briefly on the morning of Sunday, July 29, 2018, and was never restocked. The expectation was, like with the rest of the Legacy collection, that the Spinosaurus would eventually show up on store shelves. But in the days and weeks following that one morning, many collectors resorted to paying the scalpers on eBay $100+ in order to secure their Spino. Others turned to friends and resellers in Europe who could get it and ship it to them in the US. In the UK, the Spinosaurus has been readily available at Smith's. But as the weeks turned into months here in the US, no trace of the Spinosaurus would turn up. Not a single store in the US received it, and Target.com never restocked. According to Mattel, the issue was that Target was hesitating on reordering. According to Target, they considered the Spino a limited release, which for any of you who have been collecting toys for any respectful amount of time is kind of weird terminology to use on a mass-produced exclusive item from a company like Mattel. Yesterday, Mattel finally confirmed the worst. In my email, which you can see here, I reached out to Britt Schatz, who is the brand manager of Mattel's Jurassic World toy line. If you listen to the Cantina Chatter podcast, I interviewed Britt back in August about the Jurassic World line. In her response to my email, Britt said that despite Mattel's efforts, Target chose not to reorder the Spinosaurus, which is obviously very frustrating news for fans and collectors who are hoping to add the Spino to their collections. After I shared this news on social media, it was obvious that many of you felt confused, angry, and even misled. So why wouldn't Target want to reorder the Spinosaurus? The short answer is that I don't know, and I'm not even sure that Mattel knows. There are a lot of details and contractual stipulations that the average collector is not privy to, and perhaps there is a detail we'll just never know about. As someone who has been buying and studying this stuff for decades, I can only speculate. For those who are lucky enough to secure their own Spinosaurus from Target.com or by any other means, you know that the box is pretty big. Target is already providing a sizable footprint to Jurassic World on their toy shelves. Heck, they're already clearancing out certain toys. It is possible that a large ticket item like the Spino could have been seen as competition for other key items such as the super colossal and thrash and throw T-Rexes, the Mosasaurus, and the grab and growl Indoraptor. We must remember that the size of this toy line is unprecedented. They just don't make toy lines like this anymore. With other big dinos on the shelves, perhaps Target didn't want to risk cannibalizing sales of other items. It's also possible that Target simply changed their minds. After all, the Legacy collection itself is fairly extensive for a retail exclusive. Maybe Target was content with the Extreme Chompin' T-Rex, the Jeep Wrangler, the Legacy 5-pack, and the large 6-pack of dinosaurs. Remember that most of these boxes are pretty big, and if you give too much space to one toy line, you have less space for other lines from other brands. Again, this is all speculation on my part. So now what? Well, if you don't own the Spinosaurus, the fact is there really aren't any good options at this point. As of this recording, the Spino is still selling for well above $100 on eBay. And from what I have heard, they can still be found in the UK. So if you have a pal who can help you out, there's that option. Of course, shipping costs associated with shipping a large item like the Spino might be cost prohibitive for many. If there's any silver lining here, it's that Mattel could easily offer the Spinosaurus in some capacity in the future. Remember, the dinosaurs in this toy line can and have already been repainted and resold. It would not be hard for Mattel to repaint the Spino and offer it in the core Jurassic World line next year. Or perhaps they could add a bit of blood and sell it at Walmart as part of their exclusive Battle Damage line. My guess is that we will see the Spino come back in some form, but it will likely be with different coloring and in a different box. So if you don't mind waiting, that might be the way to go at this point if you don't want to shell out over $100 for it. But if you need the Spino in its Legacy color scheme, well, at this point, unfortunately, there's no inexpensive way to acquire one. Well, there you go, guys. I hope this helped shine some light on the situation with the Spinosaurus. I know it's quite unfortunate that Target is not going to support this item, but I do hope that those of us who missed out on it myself included, will get another shot in the future via a repaint or a battle damage release. Alright my friends, so let me know in the comments if you were able to secure the Spino from Target.com. If not, will you be picking one up off eBay? Or will you hold out in hopes that it becomes available again in some capacity in the future? For the latest developments, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll see you all in the next video.